Hi Virgos, how are y'all doing? My name is Marlissa. This is At Word from Mars Tarot, and I am here to do a career money reading for you. If love comes out, it comes out. I don't think that's going to be the case here for y'all. I'm sorry about that. I don't think that's going to be the case for y'all. But if you like it here, if you love it here, please like the video, share, subscribe. All right. Virgo, this is some good shit. Okay. Um, One thing that I will say is, well, let me start off with the signs that I see here. I see um Taurus. I see Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. I see Aquarius, Libra. Um, what's the third air sign? Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Lord, damn. All right. And I do feel like you're here. I feel like there's another card here, Oracle card, that represents to me the Magician, which would be Virgo and Gemini energy. So, um, what I will say here, Virgo, from what I see is uh don't be afraid to, this is like a more intuitive message, but like don't be afraid to let go and try something new. All right. Don't try to hold on to like your money and your things too tightly, or like be married to whatever it is that you're doing right now, or whatever job that you're doing, even if it's bringing you a lot of job security, because I feel like there's something even better out there for you, where you're going to be able to really be in that fucking bag. All right, like money wise you're going to be in the bag, but also like you're going to be operating from your highest self, and you're going to be teaching and learning a lot, from someone. Um, you could eat, and if it's not, if this is like not your energy, you're going to be surrounded by some very powerful men. All right, or like, or masculine energy. So you take it how it resonates. The reason why I am encouraging you to not hold on to things too tightly is because the overall energy of the spread is the Four of Pentacles. But sometimes with the Four of Pentacles, he or she can find himself like holding on to things too tightly. All right. And could be guarded. Could be being frugal too, like, oh, I can't do this because I'm saving money. But the thing is, there's an in between, right? The more you spend and you know it's going to come back towards you, it will come back towards you. But there's a difference between, and there's a difference between like spending your money frivolously and being irresponsible, and then like having a lack mindset. So some of you may struggle with the lack mindset when it comes to money, like I can't have enough of it, or I need to hold on to it because, and it's just like chill out. All right. Yes, it's okay to be stable and such, but actually I don't know, I just feel like you're holding on to something tightly. And some of you also, you're being called to work through your insecurities a bit, all right, and being possessive. Because if you're possessive with your money, you're probably possessive when it comes to people. Ooh, okay. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Wands here. So this is also about making choices and choosing like either something that you're comfortable with, or choosing to start anew. And also some of you, I want you to be mindful of like holding on to a job like too tightly. And then also, how do I want to put this? Like working hard to get to where you want to be. All right. Like you can stay in your comfort zone and you can work hard, or you can choose to do something else and you can work hard. All right. You're going to have to use your intuition to see what you're being called to do. To me, it seems like you're being encouraged to maybe try something new here, because you tend to hold on to things too tightly. So that may even be like your reality, like, oh no, I'm not going to let go of this. Like your reality, your beliefs, your conventions. Okay. So I feel like, there's going to be some change that comes about. You may have a Taurus, an air sign, or a fire sign, like really like support you in getting in your like highest, like support you in getting to your higher self. All right. So we have the Hierophant here. This is a sign of Taurus. This is about belief systems. It's about knowledge. It's about education, traditions, religious beliefs. All right. And it's a really wise energy. So some of you, before you make whatever decision you make, you may want to seek some wise counsel. If you know that your friendships or your community be on bullshit, do not go to them. You need to seek someone who is wise. I cannot stress that enough. Sometimes we have people who are on bullshit around us. Sometimes we go to those people who are on bullshit on purpose because we know that they may tell us what we want to hear and not what we need to hear. Wise people, Virgo. Wise people. The Hierophant. I also see the King of Wands and the King of Swords here. Virgo, if some of y'all are married, you could be going through some sort of like divorce. All right, because the Hierophant also can be, because it's about like traditions and such, it can also be about marriage. And the King of Swords can be a lawyer. All right. So be mindful, Virgo. You may have somebody like serve you or something. So if that's the case, Virgo, that's where you would need to save your money. That's where you would need to, save your money. You don't have to be so guarded with it, but that's where you would need to save your money because you may have a Libra, Aquarius, or Aries. Not Aries. I'm saying Aries. So maybe Aries too, because we do have a King of Wands here. But you may have a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini serve your ass. You're going to be like, oh, shit. Okay. So that's another, storyline that could be there. But otherwise, if we're just talking about you and we're talking about you elevating, I feel like there's someone here that you can learn from, who's going to, they're going to be somebody maybe who's a bit strict. They're going to be somebody who has high standards. They're going to be someone who's honest. They're going to be someone who's really smart. All right. They are going to be authoritative. Like they're going to have some sort of authority with them. All right. This is going to be a person who is head over heart. King of Swords. So Virgo, if you tend to lead more with your emotions, you're going to have somebody who grounds you mentally. Then we also have the King of Wands here. All right. We have a natural born leader, a visionary, somebody who's very bold, optimistic, someone who likes to take control. King of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Now, Virgo, for my Virgo feminine, something that could be happening is that you may have a couple options that come towards you and love-wise. And they're both kings. They're both somebody who has like a strong foundation when it comes to their beliefs. They're both somebody who would want marriage. And you would have to choose. And maybe for some of you, one of these people is old and one of these people is new. I don't know. It's a bunch of storylines here, Virgo. I'm not going to hold you. So you take it how it resonates, all right? But if this is all just about you, I feel you like elevating. You're going to learn from somebody and you're going to, elevate. All right? What do we have here? We have manifesting. You have the power to manifest what you want by writing your intentions down and by taking inspired action to make it happen. If you have a Cancer placement, please go watch that reading. This card came out for them. We have wealth. You are working towards real wealth and prosperity in your life. Keep investing in yourself and look into long-term career planning. Yeah, like I feel like you're going to look into that wise counsel and somebody's going to be like, hey, here's how you invest this money. Because that may be another thing. Some of you may have money, Virgo, or you have money coming in, but like the lack mindset stops you from investing it in order for you to get to this true state of wealth. All right. We have in the flow. The universe is sending you help. Tap into your inner power and go deeper to create the purposeful life you really want to have. Okay, Virgo, you're meant to have wealth. You are meant to have wealth. But you're also being called to make decisions that would be like in the flow and would support like this wealth. Okay? You got to tap in. I start hearing sweetie. My bad, y'all. All right. We also have interview and vacation. Interview and vacation. So we are in holiday season. Like I always tell people, from now until Valentine's Day, baby, it's holiday season to me. Because if you ever work for corporate world and from, what is it, like February, like, because if you get President's Day or not, from February until May, when it's that dry season and it's no holiday that you get off for, unless you work for a school, because if you work for a school, then you may get Easter and spring break and this and that. But if not, baby, it's that dry time once February hits. So now Halloween, um, until Valentine's Day, there are like several holidays. So maybe you're going to have a vacation or something. Maybe when you come back from that vacation, you're going to learn that you have an interview. All right. So I'm here to tell you to be open to that. Okay. And then we have the counselor and the conjurer. So some of you may be in the field of counseling, case management, whoever. Maybe one of Lord, Virgo. If you are connected to somebody who is a counselor or somebody who is a conjurer, so like they manifest their life a lot, you may be called to work with any one of those two people. Also, for some of you, this could be what you're leaning over into. Maybe some of you are going to get a higher paid counseling job. Maybe some of you are going to tap into your spirituality. Maybe you have your own channel and all of that. And maybe you're going to tap into being a magician more. All right. Or maybe some of y'all are really into that sort of stuff, like circus field and all of that. I don't know. All right. But we have the counselor here. The energy I give returns tenfold. The energy I give returns tenfold. So yeah, there's no need to be selfish and holding on to your coin so tightly, Virgo, because the energy and the things that you give, it returns to you tenfold, Pookie. You ain't even gotta worry about it. And then we have the conjurer. I release distractions and doubts that send me veering from the path I co-created with my divine source. All right. I release distractions and doubts that send me veering from the path I co-created with my divine source. This reminds me of In the Flow. So some of you, Virgo, you may have people around you who distract you. All right. You may have a woman who is a conjurer, has a conjurer type of spirit. All right. And distracts you from things from the paths that you're supposed to be on. So again, remember, God, source, spirit, universe is sending you help. Tap into your inner power and go deeper to create the purposeful life you really want to have. You gotta lock in, Virgo. All right. Lock in. That is what I saw for you. I just saw 1222. So 222 or 1222. That may be a significant angel number for you. I'll see you next time, Virgo. Bye.